What is up, YouTube? Back in Madden 23, I just want to say I'm sorry for missing the last drop day of Tuesday. I usually drop a video every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, but I've been sick for the last 5 days straight. I'm still a little sick right now, but I'm slowly getting better, so I feel good enough to record a video. So here we are. Today we're going to be doing a what if every starting running back in the NFL was a 99 overall. So as you can see, I have the running backs pulled up for the NFL, and there's a whole bunch of them that are 99 overall. I went through and I upgraded every single starting running back for each team. Whoever was the highest overall for each team, I went ahead and made them a 99 overall just for each team, one running back. So gave them all 99 speed, 99 acceleration, agility, change of direction, strength, awareness, carrying, ball carrying, vision, break tackle, trucking, stiff arm, spin move, juke move, and that was it. And then in order to make them 99 through all the 3 categories, because there's 3 different types of running backs, you can have an elusive back, power back, receiving back. So after I boosted up all the main stuff, some of them still weren't 99 for receiving, so I had to go through and boost up their catching a little bit. I picked the 49ers randomly as a team that I'm going to be on, but I did set everything to auto, so I'm not going to be controlling anything that happens. Everyone has their own playbooks. I didn't mess with any of the free agency stuff or whatever. I have it all on auto, so I'm just going to end up simulating one season, just like I did with the 99 overall quarterbacks 1-year simulation that I did. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and you should go check that out. It's a pretty cool video. Look in the top right hand corner right now of the video, you'll be able to see the link for that pop up. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to simulate into, I think we're going to go to the mid-season point and then come back through and look at how things are going. And then we'll go to the end of the season and see what the stats are looking like for these running backs. I'm very curious to see if anyone has like a 2,500 yard season or something. Here we are at the mid-season point. We're going to check out the standings in the entire NFL and see where the best teams are. So the best team in the entire NFL is the Ravens, are 6-1, and the Chiefs are 6-1 as well. The Eagles and the Saints and the Patriots all have 5 wins. The worst team is the Texans and the Rams, so it's pretty much expected. We're going to go through and check out the stats real quick for the mid-season point and see what running backs are going crazy for the first half of the season and the entire NFL. So this is 7 games into the season. At the mid-season point, Aaron Jones is leading the league with 983 yards. He's averaging 8.5 yards per carry. It's freaking insane. 11 touchdowns. Who has the highest average on here? Christian McCaffrey, 8.7 yards per carry. And he's only played in 6 games. He hasn't even played in 7 games yet like everyone else. So yeah, that's freaking crazy. Who has the most touchdowns? Saquon Barkley has 15. Gus Edwards has 14. Aaron Jones averaging 140 yards per game. Who has the most broke tackles? Austin Eckler has the most broke tackles with 36. Dang. Yards after carry or after contact, Aaron Jones 426. Longest carry, Austin Eckler 99. The next thing that we're going to check out is the weekly awards. We're going to see if there's any standout running backs. I'm starting on week 1 and we're going to go all the way to week 7. Nothing on week 1, it was all quarterbacks. Week 2, we got Aaron Jones, 17 carries, 221 yards, 13 yards per carry with 4 rushing touchdowns. Nice. Then we got Christian McCaffrey in week 3, 168 yards, 11.2 per carry with 3 rushing touchdowns, 3 catches and 1 touchdown. Saquon Barkley, week 5, 194 yards, 11.4 per carry with 3 touchdowns, rushing and 1 receiving. And also Najee Harris, 220 yards rushing, 14 yards per carry, 2 catches with 1 touchdown. He also had 2 rushing touchdowns. Week 6, Dante Foreman, 252 yards rushing, 14.8 per carry, 2 rushing touchdowns, and he also had a receiving touchdown. And then week 7, we got Zeke Elliott, 250 yards rushing, 15.6 yards per carry with 3 rushing touchdowns. Crazy. Here at the end of the regular season, and the team that I'm just looking at, the 49ers, they went 11-6 and made it to the playoffs. And we're going to check out the entire NFL standings here. The Eagles finished 14-3, the best record in the NFL. Ravens had 13 wins. The Chiefs and the Bills got 12. Jaguars, Lions, and the 49ers got 11. The Bucks, Broncos, Commanders, and Titans got 10 wins. And then the Saints and the Patriots made it in to the playoffs with 9 wins. Who had the worst record? The Texans, as expected. Looking at the season stats for entire NFL running backs, and the leader was Aaron Jones with 2,174 yards. We did have 4 guys that went over 2,000 yards, so that's pretty good. And he averaged 8 yards per carry. See who had the most attempts. Gus Edwards, 321 attempts, 1,700 yards, 5.4 per carry, which is really good in real life, but compared to 8.5 per carry, that's not that great, I guess. And then Saquon Barkley and Travis Etienne had 27 rushing touchdowns. Jamal Williams had 8.5 yards per carry, which was the most. And then Cordero Patterson was right behind him with 8.4. Aaron Jones averaged 127 yards per game. Who had the most fumbles? Kenneth Gainwell, he wasn't a 99 overall. Saquon Barkley had 2, that was the most of a 99 overall, that's pretty good. Most broken tackles, Aaron Jones was 74, Damian Harris had 73, Najee Harris had 72, and Donta Foreman had 70. Yards after contact, Aaron Jones 838. Dang, that's a lot. Checking out the receiving stats, I want to find out what running back had the most receiving yards, and it was Donta Foreman with 50 catches, 742 yards. That's a lot for a running back, and he also had 8 receiving touchdowns. And the next guy was Clyde Edwards-Helaire from the Chiefs, 52 catches, 728 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Looking at who won the Players of the Week awards, going back to Week 8 because we left off at Week 7. All we have is quarterbacks here, so we'll go to Week 9. We got Jamal Williams, 200 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. Singletary, 132 yards rushing with 3 touchdowns. Saquon Barkley, 162 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, and 2 receiving touchdowns with 85 yards receiving. Dang. Nick Chubb, 226 yards rushing with 3 rushing touchdowns. Brian Robinson, 247 yards rushing with 4 touchdowns. Wow. Aaron Jones, 220 yards rushing with 20 yards per carry because he only had 11 carries with 2 rushing touchdowns on 11 carries. That's crazy. Aaron Jones again, 180 yards rushing, 3 rushing touchdowns, and he had 1 catch for a touchdown. Travis Etienne had 218 yards rushing, 16.8 per carry, 3 rushing touchdowns, and 2 catches. And then he had it back-to-back. Week 17, 162 yards rushing, 4 rushing touchdowns. Dang. And that's it. That's Week 18. Checking out the playoff bracket, on the AFC side, we got the Ravens with the bye week. We got the Chiefs against the Patriots, the Bills against the Titans, the Jaguars against the Broncos. NFC side, we have the Eagles with the bye week, the Lions against the Giants, the 49ers against the Saints, and the Buccaneers against the Commanders. Straight to the Super Bowl after looking at that playoff bracket, and we got the Ravens going against the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Let's check out the bracket real quick and see. So the Ravens beat the Jaguars 24-21, and then they beat the Bills 28-21, and then on the other side, the 49ers beat the Saints 45-28. And then they beat the Buccaneers 31-28, and they beat the Eagles 45-20. Decided to jump into the Super Bowl and Super Summit, and it's a tie game right now. Baltimore's up 14-7. 21-7. Baltimore is up 28-7. We're gonna look at the stats after the game and see what happened in the Super Bowl. Baltimore's up 31-15 in the fourth quarter. 34-22, and Baltimore wins it 37-22. Player stats from the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson had a pretty good game. He threw 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Jimmy Garoppolo threw 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. For rushing yards though, Christian McCaffrey had 7 carries for 118 yards and 1 touchdown. They should have just gave him the ball every time. Gus Edwards had 19 carries for 96 yards and 1 touchdown. Checking out the season recap, we saw that the Ravens beat the 49ers 37-22. Lamar Jackson won Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen won MVP of the regular season. Nick Sirianni won Coach of the Year with the Eagles. Donta Foreman won Offensive Player of the Year with the Panthers. Von Miller won Defensive Player of the Year with the Bills. Brian Robinson won Offensive Rookie of the Year with the Commanders. 99 overall rookie running back. Trent McDuffie won Defensive Rookie of the Year with the Chiefs. I decided to check out the yearly awards individually, and we saw that Josh Allen won MVP. It's crazy how we have all these 99 overall running backs, but a quarterback still won MVP. And Donta Foreman, a running back, was actually 5th in MVP as a 99 overall running back. Austin Eckler was 7th. and Travis Etienne was 10th. Offensive Player of the Year, Austin Eckler won that for the AFC, and Donta Foreman won it for the NFC. Offensive Rookie of the Year for the NFC we saw was Brian Robinson. Let's see who won it for the AFC. Breece Hall, so yeah, that makes sense. He's a 99 overall as well. Best running back, Austin Eckler won that in the AFC. Donta Foreman won it in the NFC. And yeah, I think that's all the running back related awards that they can win. Checking out the NFL records for most rushing yards in one game, and we did not break that with all these 99 overall running backs. Adrian Peterson still owns that record with 296 yards. Only one person that got on the top 10 was Christian McCaffrey, and he had 255 yards in one game. Most rushing touchdowns in one game is still 6. That's owned by Nevers. It was a fullback for the Cardinals in 1929, and Alvin Kamara tied it in 2020 with the Saints. And then Saquon Barkley got 5, so he's actually here in the top 10. Let's see how much we got for the season here. Rushing yards in one season, Aaron Jones did break that record, but also Najee Harris also did it. So they both had, well, Aaron Jones had 2174, Najee Harris had 2108. The previous record was 2105 by Eric Dickerson, set in 1984. Jonathan Taylor also got a 2,053 yard season, and Donta Foreman had 2,017. So rushing touchdown record set. Saquon Barkley tied it, and also Etienne tied it as well with 27. That was tied with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander. And we also have Austin Eckler with 24, Kamara with 24, Taylor with 24, and then Singletary from the Bills had 23. So yeah, there was a lot of touchdowns being scored. Alright, well that's going to be it for the video. I'm sorry that my voice was kind of jacked up and crackly. I'm still trying to get over this sickness, but hopefully I'll be better for the video that's going to be dropping on Saturday. If you like what y'all saw, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Say something down in the comments. What other type of videos should I do? Madden related. Y'all want to see other 99 overall videos like this with other positions? What career simulations do y'all want to see? What rebuilds do y'all want to see? I already rebuilt every single team, but I'm going to go ahead and go through them all again with updated rosters. So yeah, I appreciate everyone for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.